Hi guys, it's me Dina or Borel and welcome back on my channel. I know I haven't posted in actually almost 2 months, but I entered in what I called a very depressive burnout, and for the past weeks I've been in continuously anxiety attacks. Like constantly I had anxiety attacks, so please don't blame on me and nor my mental health, blame my university for that. Anyway, another story for another day, but today I am bringing you a story time I've written a while ago and on the script, of course, and what I call funny, in my opinion, of course. Maybe you find it funny as well because it's trauma sharing, yay! And it's about very fishy people from Facebook. And it's also about the kind of relationship I had with this dude in the story, and of course I will change all the characters' names for privacy measures, of course. So, back in 2014, I met a guy on Facebook because he actually friend requested me. Back in 2010s, in Romania, we had this thing called giving friend requests to people you don't know. Like, that's how a lot of internet friendships basically were made back then. And a lot of people that were bigger than you could actually, basically catfish you. And that's when this dude, I will call Robin, comes into play. So this dude, Robin, just basically gives me a friend request, which I, of course, accept, because if I didn't accept it, we wouldn't be here, let's be honest. And we started talking. He messaged me first with like a hello, hey, something along those lines. I wish I had the conversation at least, but he deleted his profile a long while ago, so yeah. Anyway, you wouldn't understand the thing because it wasn't Romanian anyway, but you know. So Robin introduced himself as a boy that was living near my village at that time. A little bit of context. Until 14 years old, I lived at countryside. Okay, end of context. And this guy was basically near a village that was near my village, and he also presented himself as the cousin of a classmate I had at that time. We will call that classmate Kevin. And there is another classmate that it's very important in the game I had a crush on. We basically were vice versa crushes, but didn't make things official yet until some months later in the same year. So anyway, Robin just basically messaged me and we started the conversation, and things go smoothly. And then there comes a saying a lot of catfishers in Romania had, and I think they still have in this year, in this moment of this new decade, I don't know. And he asks me, are you single? And as a fucking dumbass, I said like the situation I had with that said classmate. And of course he had to say the thing like, oh my god, of course a girl beautiful like you couldn't be with a guy like me. Basically living manipulation, if you ask me. But anyway, I breathed in, breathed out, and I was like, okay, I will try, because I am not in a relationship yet with this guy. I will try to give this guy a chance. But I will not see it as a relationship like in the means of relationship. I will make it a game. So basically all of this was a game for me. And overall I accepted to be his girlfriend because of course with all of these games he wanted to ask me to be his girlfriend. I accepted, he was very happy, and then came a very problem in the game. You see, in our times back then, it was very trendy to put your relationship status for everyone to see, and this was a big problem for me because my classmates could see that I got into a relationship with this guy that nobody knows, maybe that Kevin knows because he's his cousin, or he claimed to be because of course he could be a catfisher, but I got to know that he isn't. Anyway. And he said that he will put it, and I accepted in the end because I was like, maybe they won't see, because it was also night, so yeah. Anyway, some days, one day passes, or two, I can't remember exactly, and he asked to see me because he was coming to see his cousin. Kevin, remember about him? Yeah. And we had this thing at like the fence, because it was basically a countryside. We had our houses very, very close to each other, and we could basically just go at the fence to see the person that was in the road to talk. We still do that because it's countryside, and yeah. And I was scared actually because I got into this quote-unquote relationship just some days ago, or 1-2 days ago, and he already wants to see me. That's kind of creepy if you ask me. Especially because I am the only daughter of my mother and father, and basically my parents just seeing me discussing with a random stranger would raise some questions, don't you know? And I wanted to basically just avoid him, but I couldn't because he would spam me with the same question, when can we meet at the fence? And that's when I realized I had to break this game that I just started not 1-2 days ago, you know? So I decided to ignore him. And oh boy, the biggest problem was he would constantly, like at maybe from 5 to 5 minutes, he would spam me with messages. Even Kevin messaged me, and Kevin didn't really message me. He would message me regarding some homeworks. I don't know at what times. So it was a miracle that Kevin messaged me, of course, because Robin basically just spammed him with messages like, tell Dina, I don't know, to meet at fence, or I don't know. And Kevin told me to fucking accept my fate in quotes because he wouldn't just stop spamming. And you know what he did? I ignored him, and he stopped. Literally, he stopped. And after maybe 4 days, remember, 4 days without talking, without spamming, he would spam me with messages from 5 to 5 minutes, remember. He finally comes with the stupidest apology. I can't really say apology, but he comes with the stupidest message and blaming me for what happened. And yet he would say that we should break up because I wasted his time. I wasted times for girls that maybe wanted to be in a relationship with him. Also, because I didn't say that, I was 12 at that time. He was 16. 12 and 16, 4 years difference. It may be not sound very creepy, but it kinda is. And of course I accepted. Because in my part, at least, it wasn't even a relationship. But anyway, so yeah, that was my relationship with a guy that it wasn't even a relationship. Don't accept catfishes from internet, kids. Just don't be like me and my generation. Yeah. So that was the video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe with the bell to receive a notification every time I post, because I'm trying to post more often. And follow me on Instagram, Twitter and TikTok, because I also post content there. I was Dina, and we will see each other, I hope, soon. Goodbye!